Alrighty, time for the next video to come out in my Hexposed series, and today we are having Hexposed Piggy, but first I gotta swap out my perks. Been a bit since I did the last video. I figured since I've been streaming on Fridays that I might slow down on recording on those days just a little bit, because it's a lot to cram into one evening. But on that note, I appreciate everyone who's been coming out to my streams on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and has followed and just came and hung out and enjoyed the content coming out. I may not always just stream Dead by Daylight, but all the same, I appreciate everyone who's came out to show some support and to help be the first steps in making this and growing my Twitch channel and helping me make that something more, and I really appreciate that. This is something I've really wanted to get into for a while now because, I mean, I'm a dude who loves video games, so of course streaming seems like a really fun thing to do, right? Anyway, so I figure since we're doing something a bit unorthodox, excuse me, I'm thinking that I'll go with the tampered timer, because honestly Pig's ambush attack kind of isn't very good anyway. So let's get into a match and see how that goes. I haven't played Pig in a minute. So far the challenges for the tome haven't been too overly crazy. Although I will say, however, I will say that the rift itself this time I think is very, very disappointing. None of the cosmetics really pop out to me like, oh look, those are really cool. And even the tier 100 charm, I mean the tier 100, tier 70 charm, I look at it and I'm like, eh? It's just not that. I mean, they could have done a lot more with it. It feels like it's an unfinished project. Like, it would have been a lot cooler, in my opinion, if there was like a swirling, ghostly, foggy light inside that's just moving around inside of it. That would have been a much cooler charm. Currently what they have, it just looks like an unfinished pre-render of something like that. It's not like a downright... It's not downright hideous, but it's just like, it's just not very good compared to some of the previous charms they've let out. Although, it's a bit early for me to be saying this, but the tome's charm, whenever it gets to maximum tier, I imagine is going to look pretty awesome. Because it all just depends on how it reshapes, depending as each new version of it comes out. But it's supposed to be a conceptual model of the entity, so that'll be an interesting thing to see. But I have a feeling it's going to be pretty cool, because they've been getting better and better at the tome ones. Who knows, maybe it's just because of the limitations of lore and stuff when it comes to Legion and Huntress. Maybe that's why, but they just kind of dropped, a bit below their previous standards. The previous Rift was actually pretty good. Had some half-decent cosmetics in it, the charm was good, you know. Alright, treatment theater. Totems everywhere. Let's creep toward this gen. No one on that one. No one was this way. I'm ready for these totems to start popping like fireworks. I apologize if I seem a tad out of it. lately, you know how it is. In recent times, I have only been able to record earlier in the morning, and that's just takes its toll. But it's not too bad, just because I had to get up early anyway. Oh. Nice. There we go, got some damage on her. So I gotta keep in mind that Mia has head on. Possibly survivor friends with this chick. These are fresh. Okay, I forgot to put on a trap on the other one. Whoops. There we go. Now that you actually have a trap on you. That totem's in not a very good spot. They rearranged some of the totem spots in this map pretty good, but this one is not one of them. That's literally right in their line of sight to where they can see it. Ugh. There we go. Huh. There we go. Trap for you. Really? Flashlight and head on. Alright. So this guy's thinking he's gonna be a funny man. Damn, my haunted grounds. Busy getting a trap off. I actually got someone with the ambush hit, that's hilarious. Wouldn't a good thing she was injured, otherwise I would have just put my own foot in my mouth. You're getting a helmet too. Oh, I've got 3 tokens already. Nice. Might just end up getting the maximum value from this build, which does not happen often. They do not want to save her. I've started the great totem hunt of 2020 at this rate. Wrong one. They let her die just to prevent me from getting a Devour Hope stack. But that's counterintuitive, because now no matter what, you've given the perk some value. One person has died as a result of this perk. fun and keep totem hunting. I will just keep getting free hooks. I don't know why they're even bothering healing. I keep forgetting I don't have barbecue. There it is. Now I just creep around. One good thing about this map is Pig's stealth is actually somewhat useful. Lots of line of sight covers. Oh, they found it. Good job. Oh. It made me get stuck. Oh well. Too little too late for you to do anything. 4 gens left, 2 of you. Yeah. One of you still has a trap on their head. Oh. Ah, this loot. Ah, if I'd swung just a tiny bit faster. Oh, dead hard. I should have seen it coming. She didn't use it before. Pretty successful run at the build on this Piggy. Found you. Beautiful. Very pleasing round. I gotta say, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that the next chapter is licensed does have me a tad worried, because as we all know, Behavior has a pretty rough track with licensed killers, because while they do look cool, and they usually have a neat little design to them, they're almost always very weak. And I'm hoping that maybe this will be the killer that's licensed that breaks the trend. Because honestly, at first I thought it was Demogorgon, But then Demogorgon everyone just got used to him. I mean, I remember everyone thought he was so strong in the PTB, but then again, what else is new? Every killer looks way stronger in the PTB than they actually are. But now people have faced Demogorgon enough to where they know it's just that he's actually very easy to juke, and that his portals are, if you cleanse his portals, then it hurts him massively. It's just like, oh boy. I'm hoping they give him some polish eventually, because he really needs it. He's one of the, at least last time they released stats, he was one of the least performing killers in the game, and I have no reason to assume that that's changed at all. Because I have yet to see Demogorgon. I have yet to see a rise in Demogorgon being played. I've seen a decent amount of Ghostface, I've seen a decent amount of just about everyone, really. But Demogorgon is still a killer I see almost never. I see more clouds. Excuse me. I see more clowns than Demogorgon. Very nice. Hopefully we don't get too screwed by the map. Salty lips. Lots of salty lips. People still use it for the memes. Although it does burn me up that this next licensed character, we're not even going to get to know who they are for another, oh, how many days? 14, exactly 2 weeks from today. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting wait. At least it's not overly long, I guess, but it's still like, oh man, you've got it, you're, like, the thing that's bugging me is the fact that they've promised that this is an iconic horror license. It's a emotional milestone, and that it's this character that they're getting has marked the horror franchise since its inception. Now, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like one of 2 or maybe 3 possibilities. 1, Jason. Jason fits that category in every single respect. Nobody has left their mark on the horror franchise quite like Jason. And on top of that, it would be an emotional milestone for them because, you know, the big 3, big 4, however you want to put it, of the most famous killers, like, ever, are Leatherface, Michael, Jason, and Freddy. And they have 3 of those already in the game. So if they were to get Jason, that would complete their collection, so to speak. Oh my gosh, that was a wild swing and a miss. And that's 2 totems down already. And neither one of them was one of my... What are you doing? Damn. So they've cleansed my Devour Hope and my Retribution already. That's a rough one. And this hook placement is not very great either. Forgot to put a trap on her. Oh well. I don't have time to put one on her. Probably. Good lord. I mean, this just goes to show you the stark difference between new maps and old maps when it comes to the totem placements. My lord. What are you doing? You chose like the skinniest tree in the fucking entity's realm to hide behind. Yeah, this has been quite a start. I can't use pig stealth like that. It's too slow. Pig stealth is just too fucking slow. If you're gonna give her a crouching stealth that's slow, at least have the... Seriously, people? so sick and tired of these trolls who think they're funny with their head-on plays. Damn it. Well, at least Shaq's down. Doesn't really help much, but... I don't know what it is with everyone thinking they're head-on gods lately. You don't have DS anymore, surely. Alright, well they got Claudette on Death Hook already. So if we need to get someone out of the game, we can focus on her. Normally I'd feel kind of mean for doing that, but considering she decided she wanted to be funny, she kind of set herself up for that. I mean, to be fair, I've done it too, and sometimes I had some fun running head-on for that express purpose. But at the same time, I didn't blame the killer for a moment for wanting to kick my face in. So she's already booked it. Get that pallet gone. Damn. All these safe pallets so close together. I mean, it's like, well, what do you do in this situation? If I leave her, she gets the gen for free. If I don't leave her, all these other gens get done. It's like, Pig's just one of those killers where you don't have enough pressure options. She has no real chase ability. I don't count her ambush attack because her ambush attack kind of... ugh. Yeah. But then again, we all know why Pig is bad. Shit. Oh, come on. Come here, Dwight. You're not... Oh, okay. How dare you stand in my presence with your badly dressed self? Alright, do you have Dead Hard? About to find out. Yes, you do. See, it doesn't matter if you just throw pallets. There's so many of them. Wow. At least we had a good first match, I suppose. But then again, this just goes to show Pig's painful limitations. Best I can really do is just trap this man. Then again, I'm running the most memey build out there. The high risk, low return build. It's too bad. I'd had much higher hopes for this perk build. But Hex Retribution has been a big letdown. And on top of that, totem spots are still not good at all. No way. Adrenaline. 2 adrenalines right there. Most likely Survivor friends. Solos usually don't run adrenaline, especially multiple of them. Plus they're sitting here body blocking, and they were pretty coordinated the whole time with the head-on plays and stuff. And they cleansed all 5 Hex totems. Yeah, definitely Survivor friends. think you're just gonna get that door for free. You've got another thing coming. Oh. Oh my gosh. I suck. That confused me for a second. I thought she was doing something different. Dude, I can't land a hit. I cannot land a hit. I guess I'm just agitated. I mean, at this point, can you really blame me? Dude. Pig, why are you so bad? Don't get me wrong, I haven't exactly been playing at my best right now myself, but... Oh, they already healed. Oh, they had a auto heal. Yeah, that's fine. Well, at least someone died from the traps. Yeah. Sorry for that potato performance, but Pig is shit. I don't care what anyone says. Rank 1, yeah. So these guys were memeing hella hard. Adrenaline, Decisive, Spine Chill. I feel the Vault Speed build is actually broken now, thanks to the Vault Speed changes. It's, like, ridiculously fast. Well, at least we had some moderate success with this build on Miss Piggy. Some of the other killers had a way worse time than she did, so, you know, I'll take those victories where I can get them. But that does bring us to the end of our Hexposed adventures for today. Once again, thank you to everyone who's been coming out to my Twitch streams on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to come support me and to just, you know, relax and have a good stream. For those of you who wish to follow me there, my Twitch name is Immortals96. It's spelled the exact same way as my username here on YouTube, and I really hope that more of you will choose to go out there and follow and hang out there. I promise, it's pretty entertaining, especially when me and my buddies are just hanging out, goofing around and joking. You'll get to see people, you'll get to hear my buddies roast me on things, you'll get to hear laughs, jokes, all kinds of crazy stuff. And who knows, so you might even get to see some really good gameplay if I'm doing particularly well that night. Either way, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in the next one, and I hope you all have a good day, and stay safe, everybody.